Hello and welcome to Respect the Ball. It's your boy K, and I'm back again with these previews. I'm on Austria in a group of Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. I forgot what group it is, guys. You just lose track. There's too many letters now with this 48-day team World Cup. Anyway, if you enjoy these previews, don't forget to like, subscribe, drop down your comments, and let's have a discussion. And of course, share. We are a new channel, so sharing will help get us subscribers. And as always, people, let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, we're on Austria, coached by Ralf Rangnick, one of my favorite managers. Disgustingly treated by Man United. What a how do you speak the truth and get fired? It was disgusting how they treated him. One of my favorite managers ever. Watch how he speaks. He's inspirational. His style of football, the Red Bull way, everything about him for me. I just love Ralf Rangnick. I just love Ralf Rangnick. What he says, what he, I just, I'm just, it seems I'm a fanboy or something. I'm sorry, but I think what he's done for this Austria team. Did you see those Euros? They fumbled at the end. I think they lacked a bit of depth, and he got a bit. He overcomplicated, but they were playing well. They will go on the front foot in this World Cup. He's not gonna sit compact. Unlike Algeria. Where they have the players, but they will maybe sit in. He's going full on against Argentina and Algeria, man. So watch out. I think they can make it out of this group. This group is primed for me. Alongside, maybe, I have a team that I think is gonna win. Then I have a favorite team. They're one of my favorites, to go through, to go far. They don't have particularly the depth that I like, but the team shit is good. If they can just avoid suspensions and injuries, this team shit is good and they can compete, with players. You saw what they did with the Dutch. Let me touch on the lineup real quick of Ralf Rangnick's side. Obviously play the Red Bull way with the 4-2-2-2-2. Obviously starting with the goalkeeper. I think he's playing in their league. I've never heard of him in my life. But they had a goalkeeping issue in the Euros that they solved it. In the recent friendlies, they're all winning the recent friendlies. I touched on the recent friendlies. They're all winning the recent friendlies with him in goal. That's the data I've gathered. So I think he will start. Obviously, start that right back. He's solid enough. Then obviously I want to touch on the centre backs more with Leinhardt and Alaba. Is it right decisions going with Leinhardt over Kevin Danso? Danso has had some bozo moments for Tottenham, so I'm not surprised he might be going for Leinhardt. Based on the data I've gathered and the free friendlies, he'll be going for Leinhardt. Then also David Alaba, experience. The captain, I think. No, it's Marcel Sabitzer, but I think he's one of the leaders. I think he is the captain. I haven't checked that. But because he's never there for call-ups. He wasn't there at the Euros. He was injured, so is he still captain? I don't know, but he is one of the leaders. Sure, he's been there since forever for thing. I think he'll be playing at the left centre back. I don't understand why they didn't move him to left back. But Konrad Laimer, he is playing well at Bayern at full back, but it's at right back. So we'll see. But he got a red card in the last game, Konrad Laimer. So you know, hopefully he stays disciplined. But he's playing well at full back. He understands the position. Can also go into midfield. Then obviously he'll play the two. He plays energy. He plays players with energy. Rangnick, he's two in midfield need to have energy. Which is Seawald and Schlager. These people run. They're playing in the Bundesliga. They run a lot. If you watch the Bundesliga, these two players. One plays for Leipzig, and I forgot what Seawald plays for. Is it Frankfurt? I don't want to get it wrong, but they're high energy players. They run around. They will be run around a lot. Cover the distance. Cover the distance. Then obviously you go for Sabitzer, who can also drop into that midfield. Sabitzer and Schmidt, both players can go. Again, creative spark. Sabitzer should be the creative spark, should notch up the goals. Schmidt again, similarly, I think he's playing for Hoffenheim if I'm not mistaken. Should maybe notch up, their creative spark, because he's leaving out players like Baumgartner. So, and I rate Baumgartner very highly, but he's leaving him out for players like this. So surely they should repay his trust. He's leaving players like Kani Chukwumeka also, out, for these players. Then up front, obviously, Grilic, he is tall, he can finish. And then partnered by someone, I don't know why they're still using him, but I am thinking he's still good. Last I've seen of him, he was not good at all. He looked on his last legs. He is, I think, 36 years old or 7. Marko Arnautovic, he is one of their leaders, obviously. I think it's because of the caps and the leadership. But he is going to start this game, which is worrying for me. But maybe he might do something and surprise me. So I'm going to keep quiet on this one. But it's surprising to me why he's still here. You could have Baumgartner play there, but it is what it is. But this lineup, I think, is good. They will press high. Obviously, that's right for Rangnick's way, the Red Bull way. They'll press high. Frustrate their opponents. Just be. This is a team you don't want to play. You know, there are teams where you look at them and you're like, oh, you don't want to play the C because they'll be in your face, pressing, trying to chance create. You know, it's gonna be tough. But you know, do I think they can make it out of this group? Yeah, I think they can. I think they can beat Algeria. You know, and if Argentina underestimate them, they can notch up a result. You know, if Argentina plays at full throttle, they're not competing. Similarly with Algeria, they can compete. It's a 50-50 game for me. Then Jordan, I think it's an easy win. So I think they will get through. Will they make it far? It depends how the draw seeding is. You know, last I saw, this is one of the two things. I saw the Argentina Portugal thing, and I saw if they Spain finishes first, they might get Spain. You know, which is like, oh no. Oh no, I know Spain drew at Cape Verde. I just think it's first game jitters. Do not get own on them that much. But yo, if you're getting Spain in the next round, it's not looking good with Nico and Yamal fit. It's not looking good. Yo, guys, but yeah, that's the key part to victory. I trust Ranić. I trust his methods. Can his team repay his trust? We'll see, we'll see. But as always, guys, if you enjoyed this preview, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, share. And as always, people, peace.